Hey third graders, this is Miss Kay for this week's OWL lesson at home. Today we're going to be talking about using our words online safely by thinking about the power of words. We'll talk about how words can be used to hurt someone and what we can do to help. Just like last week, at the end of this lesson you'll get a chance to show what you know by completing a reflection activity and to practice your skills by playing an online game. Here's the essential question we hope to have answered by the end of this lesson. What should you do when someone uses mean or hurtful language on the internet? We want to be thinking not only about what to do if someone uses hurtful language to you online, but also how we can be responsible bystanders and stick up for someone else who may be being hurt by words online. Let's do a quick warm-up. I know I can't see you, but please play along at home. I'm going to say something, and I want you to hold up your finger to show which emoji fits how you would feel if you heard it. So hold up one finger for emoji 1, 2 for emoji 2, and so on. Imagine if when you walked into the room, I said to you, "Hello!" Which emoji would fit? Use your fingers to show. Now, imagine if when you walked into class, I said to you, "Hello." Now, imagine if when you walked into the room, I said, "Hello." You probably picked different emojis for these different examples because of my tone of voice. Tone of voice is one of the clues that we look for when we're using our empathy skills to figure out how someone else is feeling. Listening to the way I said hello gives you clues about how I was feeling, and the way I felt might affect how you feel too, because empathy is feeling or understanding what someone else is feeling. When someone talks to us in a mad voice, it can make us upset, nervous, or mad ourselves. And when someone talks to us in a sad voice, we might feel concerned or like we want to help that person. Now, what if you're just reading the word? How does it make you feel now? Read the word at the top of this slide and then use your fingers to show which emoji fits for you. You might have found that it was harder to pick a feeling when you just read the word. When something is just a text, it can be even more difficult to interpret what someone means because we don't have the usual clues we look for when we're using our empathy skills, like looking at their face or listening to their tone of voice. Your response to this question might be different than someone else's depending on who you are, because we all interpret the world a little differently. We've talked about different perspectives in our past OWL lessons. We all have a unique perspective or point of view, and that may not be the same as someone else. While you might read this hello as friendly, someone else might think the period on the end means someone's upset with them, like hello. Let's do a little bit of vocabulary quickly. To interpret means to understand something based on your point of view. Because words can be interpreted differently by different people, it's important to think about the words we use and how they affect people, especially when we're talking with others online. We might say something just to be funny, but someone else might take it seriously or it could hurt their feelings. This can happen in person, but it happens a lot more frequently online because the words are just text. We're not actually face to face with the other people and can't use our empathy skills. This makes it hard to see how our words might have hurt someone else, or to figure out if someone was kidding in a fun or in a mean way. To think a little bit more about this, we're going to watch a video about the power of words. As you're watching the video, I want you to think, what does this video say about the saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me"?
this isn't fun anymore.
Hey, what's up? Ready to work on our project? Wait, is something wrong?
No, well, yeah. That player 3 got online and was trash talking.
Trash talking? Really?
Yeah, and I know I should ignore it, but, well, words do hurt sometimes.
I know how you feel. I once posted a photo of my dog, and because I forgot to make the photo private, anyone could comment on it.
What happened?
The comments were totally mean, and I didn't even know those people.
What did you do?
You mean after I burst into tears? Well, I remember the rules of STOP, stop. S, step away. T, tell a trusted adult. O, okay sites first. P, pause and think online. I tried to follow that advice, and believe me, it's not easy. So I told my big sister, who said that true friends support each other. No bashing allowed. Remember, there's always someone else on the other side of that screen. How do you treat others online?
The video teaches us that this phrase, "sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me," is not true. Words can hurt us, and they can hurt a lot. That's why it's really important to think carefully about the words you use both online and in person. As we can see from Guts' story, the words people used online did hurt him. The other person might have just been trying to be funny, or maybe they were hurting on the inside and wanted to hurt someone else. Either way, the words that they used with Guts hurt his feelings, and that's not okay. When someone says or does something online that hurts your feelings or makes you upset, you can follow these steps. Step away from the technology and take a break. This is a good time to use some calm down tools like deep breathing, getting a fidget or a stuffed animal, or doing a quick movement break. Tell an adult or an older person about what happened. Okay sites with your parents first before you use them to make sure it's a safe place to be. Pause and think before you send a message that might hurt someone else. The last step, pause and think, is a really important step that we should always be thinking about when sending messages online. Always remember that there's another human being on the other side of that screen, and that the words you use can have a big impact on someone. We want to be friendly to people online, not mean. When someone keeps being mean to someone else online on purpose, it can be considered cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is bullying that happens online using technology. Just like with in-person bullying, cyberbullying is something that happens more than once, is on purpose, and doesn't get better when you try to fix it on your own. Cyberbullying might be something that happens to you, or you might see it happening to someone else in online chats or in games. You can use the 3 R's we talked about during our bullying unit to recognize that you or someone else is being cyberbullied, refuse to let it continue by sticking up for yourself or for the other person, and report it to an adult by telling a grown-up at home or using the report button in the game or app you're using. Just because meanness is happening online doesn't mean there's nothing you can do about it. These same steps will help you to stop bullying that happens online. Make sure you know how to use the report and block features on games or apps that you use to help stop bullying. And remember that if the first person you report to doesn't help, keep reporting until someone helps you. Let's take a little bit of time to do a reflection activity. In your Google Classroom, you're going to see a handout called Words Can Hurt. Read the short story and answer the reflection questions to show your thinking and what you've learned. Finally, you can practice online by playing the Evolve game to practice being a responsible bystander and stopping meanness and bullying that happens online. You can click on the link in your Google Classroom to go to the game. Thanks everybody and have a great week.